What's going on? Welcome back to a YouTube video. Today I want to dive into a recent trip that I took to Japan. So I just got back from 10 days in Japan, both Tokyo and Kyoto, and it was just a wonderful trip. Really inspiring for me to kind of take a break and do some traveling. Japan to me is a very inspiring place, and I get very excited every time I get a chance to go there. This is my third time visiting, and this trip was very inspiring to me. We went actually during the fall season, which was really fun. I'd never been there before during the fall, so it was really pretty to see all the fall colors and kind of a cool mix of nature and city and all that fun stuff. Kyoto is definitely much more nature focused, I would say. And then also we had 4 great days in Tokyo as well, just to kind of explore the city, see some restaurants, and obviously I brought a few cameras along for the trip. So I brought 2 cameras on this trip, the Fuji XT5 and the Fuji GFX100S. And I'm actually pretty happy to report that I shot mostly on the XT5 for this trip, which was really fun. I loved having just a smaller setup to carry around. We did a lot of walking, almost 60 miles in 10 days. So it was really nice to have something that was both light and compact to be able to just carry on my neck for those longer days when you're just bopping around all day doing a bunch of walking. And honestly, I can say after this trip, I feel very well versed in the XT5, and I'm also very impressed with how these images are looking. I haven't really done an extended trip before where I mainly shot on this camera, and so this was a perfect opportunity for me to kind of put the XT5 really through its paces on an extended trip and see how it does. I did obviously bring the GFX100S out a few times, especially when I wanted to get something that I knew would look great on medium format, but just for the casual walk around stuff, which, on a trip like this is, a good chunk of the trip, the XT5 was a wonderful choice. Now with the XT5, I brought 2 lenses, the 23mm f2, which I think is my favorite lens right now for this camera, and I also recently picked up a Fuji 27mm 2.8 pancake as well. So that's more like a 40mm equivalent, so just a tiny bit more zoomed in than the 23mm. Honestly, I still prefer the 23mm. I'll probably get rid of the 27 and pick up something else. Right now, the 23 just feels perfect to me in terms of the way that it shoots and the focal length. It's about a 35mm equivalent, which is definitely how I like to shoot. So this lens works really well for both tights, wides, all that fun stuff. It really kind of fits my workflow really nicely. So with all that being said, I shot some footage as well on my iPhone 15 Pro Max and took hundreds and hundreds of photos on my Fuji cameras. So go ahead and sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. So before this video wraps up, I want to take a moment to thank today's sponsor, which is Squarespace, for sponsoring today's episode. As you guys know by now, Squarespace is a longtime supporter of this YouTube channel, and I can't thank them enough for their continued support. Simply put, Squarespace is just the easiest way to build any sort of website. If you're a creative, if you're a designer, if you're a filmmaker, if you're a photographer, Squarespace has many options for you to be able to display your work, sell e-commerce products, and have just a nice landing page to be able to display your work, be able to get contacted by potential clients. It really is the most streamlined way, I think, to be able to make a website. If you guys want to check out Squarespace for yourself, there'll be a link down in the description to receive 10% off your first website or domain purchase. Thank you so much to Squarespace, as always, for sponsoring this video, and thanks to you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one.